Yeah, I don't want to sound like a queer or nothing, but I think unicorns are kick-ass.
Yeah, so, where was I? It's just a list of things that the E3 of 2017 sort of promised and whether or not they delivered on any of it.
Like Sony PlayStation or Sony the studio?
The PlayStation, because it's E3. Well, it's lived up to promises for PS4.
Alright.
Like the Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
About that, that came out. And the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC.
Oh yeah, the Frozen Wilds, yeah.
And Days Gone. And Days Gone even out yet?
No, Days Gone got delayed again till I think the end of this year.
Oh, it says, released sometime in 2018. Oh no, it's delayed to 2019.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I heard about that because it was they want to get it right, which is good. It's not a bad thing that they're doing that.
That's like a zombie survival one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like The Last of Us, I guess, but more actiony.
The what? The Last Arse?
Yeah, The Last Us. It's like...
Isn't that what you said?
No, The Last of Us.
Oh. You just said it too fast.
You're the last arse.
And then they showed some stuff about that Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, I don't get why that game is so popular.
Oh, I get it. It's a what would you call it? It's an RPG. It's like a JRPG, I guess.
Yeah, I played it. They had like the free beta for a while.
Oh, righto.
Just before it actually came out.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen people playing it, but I haven't played it myself. JRPGs are hit and miss for me. I don't really like many of them.
It wasn't very J in my opinion.
Not J enough.
No, I'm just saying it wasn't very J. It just seemed like a regular RPG.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And what else? They had the Shadow of Colossus remake.
Yeah.
That came out.
I still want to get that. I just forget about it.
Yeah.
I finished it on PS2 though, so.
Yeah, I never really. I know it's a good game, but it's not my kind of thing.
Yeah. Didn't think it would be.
What else we got? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Story Mode.
I don't even know what that is.
That's just one of those fighting games with a story mode. It came out, so I guess they kind of gave what they promised. And then what, some PlayStation VR stuff like Skyrim and others.
Yeah, I don't mind. VR's fun. It is fun, but it's not something you play a lot of.
Yeah. No, it's like a novelty.
Yeah, it's a novelty thing. That's what I reckon.
God of War was promised last year.
Got delivered.
And yeah, I'd say it's been pretty popular too.
Yeah, it does look really good. I haven't had a chance to play it yet though.
No, me either.
I must say I've never really been a God of War player. It's not that I don't think the game's any good. I just, as always, every time one's come out, I've been playing something different. So I've never really picked it up and played it.
Well, I played the second one only because my brother had it on his PS2.
Okay.
So I was like, no, might as well give it a go. And yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I played 3. And then I played Ascension, and I got to a point that I just could not pass, so I put it down and never played it again.
Yeah, fair enough. I haven't played any of them, so... But they do, like I would like to one day. I don't know why I haven't. I think every time one came out, an Uncharted game came out around the same time, so I was playing that instead.
Well, I've played both.
Good for you.
It's funny though, I haven't played the first game of either franchise. I started with
Uncharted 1 was really awkward to play.
I started with number 2 of both of them.
Yeah, I started with number 2 and then went back and played 1 because I borrowed it off Christian.
Yeah, I never bothered with 1.
Yeah, it's very different.
And then 3. I think in both respects though, I found 2 to be the better.
Yeah,
Like 3 wasn't as good.
yeah, I agree with that with Uncharted anyway.
3 looked better, definitely, but it just with 3 of Uncharted, it seemed to me like the whole point of the game was get to location, solve puzzle, kill people.
Yeah.
And that's all it was every time.
Well, that's what they are though. That's what those games are.
Yeah, but I mean in 2, there was a bit more variation on what you actually did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like train stuff and the
Yeah,
ice areas
I get what you mean.
and the puzzles I think were a lot harder in 2, which made it more fun.
The story was a bit dumb in 3 as well.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it?
Wasn't that the Shangri-La one? Where it was all like aliens and mysterious stuff? Didn't make sense. Or was that 2?
That was all. It's all of them, isn't it?
No, not really.
2 was the. Yeah, I think Shangri-La, the Lost City of Gold.
That was 3, wasn't it?
No, that was 2.
What was 3 then?
3 was.
So Francis Drake.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I like that one. I didn't like the Shangri-La one then.
I like the Shangri-La. It was longer and it wasn't about gold. It was about eternal life.
Yeah, didn't make sense to me though.
Well. Anyway, next part is they promised Detroit become human.
Yeah, that came out recently. It's probably on target too. It came out the same day it says there.
Does say yeah, May 25th.
Yeah, so that was.
But I mean, I haven't really played it or seen anything.
Nah, neither I. But it does look good.
I think apparently it's in the same vein of like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
I think it's. Well, yeah, but I think you're more. I think there's more. Like whereas in Heavy Rain and stuff, it was more of a tight knit little crime scene. Whereas this one, you can look around and explore a bit more. I'm not entirely sure because I've got no idea, but yeah, but I think you are right. It's in the same vein as those 2 games.
And the last one on my list is Spider-Man.
Did that come out yet?
No, but I mean it's still.
Okay, so they're going to reveal more of it at E3 this year.
I don't know. I think it's pretty much completely done. It's September. It might even. Yeah, it says here September 7th. I think that's just when it's coming out this year.
They said they're going to reveal more at E3 2018. So what's that? A couple of weeks or a week even now?
I think that's this weekend.
Oh, is it? Shit.
I think so.
All right, we might have to stay tuned for that.
Yes. Well, it's PlayStation Pro.
Yeah.
Death Standing.
Oh yeah, we might see more of that this year too.
I think we will be. Yeah. Final Fantasy remake that already came out, didn't it?
I don't know. Never really that big of a fan of Final Fantasy, to be honest.
Yeah. And now I have a list of rumors for this year.
Yeah, we'll read them out then.
Alright.
Get to it, chop chop.
We got first Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, Rage 2.
Yeah. Black Ops 4 kind of looked good, but I'm sort of not really holding my breath because, you know, those games are hit and miss every single fucking time. And it's also starting to look more and more like Battlefield. I don't know. They just seem to be trying to put everything into one game so that they get more people buying it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're trying to
corner the market.
no, what's the word? it's not even in my head at the moment.
But yeah, it's like they're going to put all these different things in, and it's just going to dilute the game too much, and it's going to end up being a shit show. Nothing's going to be good. Everything's going to be just normal. Just I don't know what you call it.
They're
Spit it out.
oh, it's a word like patronizing, but it's not that.
What? Oh, you mean like they're yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but I can't think of the word either.
Yeah, see, it's not just me.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're trying to spread it as far as wide as they could.
Yeah, I mean they got the battle royale mode in there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
And loot boxes, I'm guessing, will be a thing for them as well.
Probably. They always are in Call of Duty games these days.
I know. Is it EA that does Battlefield? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
No, DICE.
DICE, but
DICE.
that's a part of EA, isn't it?
Yeah, but DICE is the ones they get to do what they want pretty much.
Well, they've announced that they are definitely not having
Yeah, they've learned from their mistakes.
loot boxes.
Learned from their mistakes of Battlefront 2.
Battlefront, yeah.
Rage 2 I'm a bit interested about. I did love the first Rage. That was really good.
I never played it.
It was just like a fun, ridiculous game. Sort of like Borderlands, but more Mad Maxy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw a lot of it. I was interested, I just never
Yeah, one of those.
got
games.
around to. Okay, some more rumours. Gears of War 5. New Assassin's Creed.
I don't think I played any Gears of War.
Well, I never owned an
Since-
Xbox.
I played Gears of War 3, and it wasn't even at my house. I played it with Seed. Ran his place.
Yeah, see, I never had an Xbox, so I never played any of those. I mean,
It was good.
it's surprising to me that I've
And
actually...
I played one on PC. I don't know how the fuck I got it on PC or where it came from.
Well, it was probably the same as Halo,
Yeah,
and
probably.
they released it like years later.
Yeah, I think it was.
I don't know, I finished the first 3 Halo games, but I've never had an Xbox.
Yeah, well, we played Halo 1 to 3 on the Xbox that got left at our place, didn't we?
Yeah,
That
one of
time.
them was that, and one of them was, you know, him. He left his 360 overnight once, and I played 3 and finished it in one night just so I could finish it.
Yeah. Him.
Well, I don't want to say people's names.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just Cause 4.
Yeah, a bit interested about that.
To me, that seems a bit surprising that it would be coming out so soon.
Yeah, because 3 only came out last year, didn't it? Was it last year or the year
It
before?
might have been the year before, but even still, the gap between 2 and 3.
Yeah, that had a generation though as well. It was-
Yeah, but also, I mean, after 2 come out, 2 come out, they eventually introduced the whole multiplayer aspect.
yeah.
And they never did any of that for Just Cause 3.
I don't know. I don't think that was an official mod though.
What, the multiplayer?
Yeah.
Well, it would have had to have been, because they had servers and everything.
Yeah.
I thought it was just something they did, like, what was it, like Blood Dragon for Just Cause.
Yeah.
It was just a fun thing.
Not Just Cause, Far Cry, I mean.
Far Cry, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dragon Quest 2.
The new Assassin's Creed could be interesting. They're going Greek, apparently.
You know, I played the first one, and I got to a point, and I got stuck, and I never played it again.
Because I know you like to go, oh, I wonder if I can get up behind this tree and then get stuck in a corner and then have to quit the game.
No, well, getting stuck like that isn't... I don't blame the game for that. But I mean, I got I got to a point where I couldn't pass it. Like, I couldn't... There's the bit... I assume it's near the end where you got to fight off a bunch of, like, royal guards on the top of a hill.
In the first one.
In the first one.
The first one was really hard.
And I just could not get past it. And
Yeah.
that ruined the game for me, and I have not played one since.
I've played every single one up until Syndicate.
Actually, no, I lie. I played the one that was, what was it, like 5 months ago? They had a free one for the PlayStation Plus. I can't remember which
Freedom
one it was.
Cry, I think it was.
The one where you start on a pirate ship.
Yeah, that's Black Flag.
And I played.
Was it? Wait, did you play the black guy or the white guy?
I think it was the black guy.
Yeah, that's the Freedom Cry. That's the standalone expansion that came out after.
Well, it was shit.
Didn't.
I mean,
Black
I played
Flag,
it for about an hour, and in that hour, I reckon I played the game for about 10 minutes. Because it's just fucking cutscenes after cutscene after cutscene.
Black Flag's Abs is one of my favorite, or is definitely, in fact, my favorite Assassin's Creed, just because of the pirate thing, I think. But yeah, I've played every single one up until Syndicate, because that's when I started to get a bit bored of it, because it was the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
I played and finished every single one.
Yeah.
Up until then. Origins did look good, but it's still the same thing.
Origins was the first one in a while that I've actually been interested in playing.
Yeah, but it's still the same shit. Just new things to do, new tricks, basically.
Well, I mean, how much does Origins actually have the supernatural alien shit in it?
I don't think there is supernatural alien shit in it. Or you mean the Templars and crap?
Yeah, well, I mean, like the Artemis and the real world.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got no idea. You'd probably have some of it in there. It would have to, because that's the whole storyline.
Yeah, I mean, that's the important part of the storyline.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing any of that stuff.
Yeah, they don't show in any of the other games either, because they want to keep that sort of story to quiet.
No, but I mean, I've seen a lot of like YouTube videos of people playing the game. Like Achievement Hunter and that, I've played it a lot.
In every game, they sort of made it less. They put less and less of that stuff in. I think because it's kind of breaks up the gameplay too much.
Well, there's also the thing where they can't ever finish the story.
Yeah.
Because you wait for the next game to get the next piece of the story, but they can't finish it, because if they finish it, then they can't make any more games.
Yeah, well, they could probably start doing another game. It's fucking Ubisoft. They got a huge studio. They could probably think of something new to do.
Well, that's also the thing that they just...
Plus, they do release other shit as well.
Yeah, but that's all they do. They just cut and paste new games of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Ghost Recon, that was a Ubisoft game. That was cool. That was a good game. Same sort of thing, though.
Yeah, and... what's that one in the city?
I don't know.
Where you're... It's almost post-apocalyptic. And you're soldiers. Shit, I can't think of what it's called. And also like...
The Division, yeah.
The Division, that's it. And Far Cry. I mean, maybe not so much the newest one, but the other ones, they're all just basically the same game with...
Yeah, climb the tower, get the thing.
Kill these people.
Yeah.
And hope that you might get a little bit of good loot.
Yeah, they need to probably... It's starting to get to that point where they need to overhaul their systems, because they just make one game that has that system, and then they make 5 other games that have that exact same system.
Yeah, they just change the location and the weapons a bit, and that's basically it.
Cut, copy, and paste, yeah.
But, I mean, you can't really blame them, because...
It does work, and I still really enjoy those games, because I do love going around and collecting shit, climbing things, and just seeing what's out there. Like
you always want to find that, just that better bit of loot.
Yeah, that's why Borderlands is so good.
Yeah, I know.
Loot's fucking everywhere, and it's just you just want to get that gun, that one gun that just suits you perfectly.
And then you get that gun, and then an hour later you're like, this gun's shit now.
Yeah, and then you spend like 5 levels trying to find another good gun. You've got like a shitty fucking SMG that does fuck all damage, and doesn't have any specials because you did more damage than that other gun.
Yes.
The new Splinter Cell would be good. I just saw it on your list there.
Yeah, I've never played a single one.
I love those games. I love like stealthy sort of games like Hitman and
Yeah, see, I don't.
Splinter Cell and Metal Gear Solid and stuff.
I had a really bad experience with Siphon Filter.
That one level.
That one fucking level.
Yeah, it took us a few hours to
It's
get.
only like the 3rd level too.
There's that one. That's that one with the burning train. Yeah.
No. It's you cannot be seen by anyone. It's in like a museum or something.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I got through that alright.
Well, I didn't. It took me a fucking so long, and I got so angry. And then the copy I had, I got about 2 more levels into it, and I passed that level, and the game froze.
That's because it was that pirated copy, wasn't it?
Maybe, but yeah, and I couldn't finish the game because it was broken.
Yeah, that sucks ass. Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
think I did finish the Siphon Filter. I heard they are gonna actually make another one because that would be really fucking cool if they did.
Well, I think you can get at least I think at least 2 or 3 on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna make a new one.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
I remember back in the day, I used to have arguments with people who would I think it was with you.
About what?
It was see, I preferred Siphon Filter, and you preferred um, fucking Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I still think that's true for me.
Well, I think it would
I
be
think
true that Metal Gear Solid are better games, but not my kind of thing.
Siphon Filter had a lot of good actiony parts.
And
So
it had
does-
lock on,
Yeah, so does Metal Gear Solid though.
auto lock on like GTA.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always handy, especially when you're using controller, not a mouse, keyboard.
And the characters had mouths that moved when they talked.
Yeah, that was new. That was only just started. They only just started doing that when the first one came out.
I was like, holy crap. It
It's the
actually looks like
future.
it's them talking.
The future is now.
I love the future.
Yeah. But yeah, I am pretty excited for a new Splinter Cell. I don't know whether it should be Sam Fisher though anymore because he's a bit old and haggard these days. He was in the mission they added to Ghost Recon game,
Oh, right.
which I did the other day. Me and Killpop did, which was pretty fun actually. And we did the Predator mission too. That was pretty cool.
Shout out to Killpot.
Yeah.
If no one's going to hear this.
Whoever listen.
What else you got?
Fallout
Apparently-
76.
Remastered Fallout 3.
Come on, guys.
Just give us something new.
Yeah,
Not the
fuck
same
that
thing
hell.
again.
I want to fucking see a new Elder Scrolls more.
I
than
don't need
anything.
15 versions of Skyrim.
No.
Or fucking remaster Oblivion.
Yeah, or fucking even Morrowind. Rebuild that in the Skyrim engine. That'd be nice.
Morrowind might be a bit old though. That'd be basically starting from scratch.
Still be worth it though. But yeah, Fallout 76.
Yeah, no idea.
Dunno.
I mean, Fallout games are always good.
But this here, I found a leak. So don't just take this with a grain of salt. Someone leaked some information on 4chan. So
Right.
I'll just read it out. 4chan leaker here. More drops will delete soon. Source inside Bethesda here. It's an open world improvised weapons and base building centered. Will feature a scavenger from surface as main character, hence why Vault seems empty other than main character in the trailer. Co-op but not MMA or Rust like, which is good. MMO, sorry, not MMA.
I was about to say, what's MMA?
Bethesda in panic mode at these rumors and want to release further info soon to cut it off. Expect a leak from a more reputable source soon. It's based along the interstate in Northern Virginia. It's still an RPG. Upgraded Fallout 4 creation engine. Will also announce the Elder Scrolls title at E3. Can find name if you guys want. Strong emphasis on building improvised weapons as opposed to weapon customization as we saw in 4. Which does sound cool. But I'm still worried about that this game will turn into Rust, which is just an absolute, it's just a troll fest. It's not a very good game. It's an absolute troll fest.
My thought would be that Fallout 76 is just this generation's version of Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I thought originally, and then I read this, and then there has been a few other people saying that it is supposed to be an online survival game, which isn't bad. I mean, if it's anything like DayZ, that'd be pretty fun.
Mm,
You never played DayZ, I suppose, have you?
no, not really.
DayZ was fun, but it had like it's hard to say it's fun when it's only half finished. It has only been half finished for the last 10 years or something stupid.
Well, I mean, it was only a mod anyway, wasn't it?
Original one was, then they made a what do you call it? A standalone. But the standalone was fucked, and it was fucked from day one.
Yeah, and the new Skyrim, I kind of think that's just going to be another online one.
What do you mean?
Well, because last year they had Morrowind.
Oh yeah, another for Elder Scrolls Online. You mean?
Yeah, because it says on here that there's going to be another Fallout and then an Elder Scrolls announced. So, and my thought is that's just going to be an Elder Scrolls Online.
I hope not. Because that's not done by Bethesda. That's a ZeniMax game.
It'd have to be licensed by though, wouldn't it?
Well, they've got they licensed them to use that stuff, but it's mostly the game is made by ZeniMax. Elder Scrolls, Bethesda doesn't have anything to do with it.
I just read this line here, which I think is pretty exciting.
Star Fox is getting a racing game called Grand Prix. Be like Mario Kart, I guess.
Yeah, but Star Fox.
I fucking loved Star Fox back on 64.
Yeah, I never had a 64. I played Star Fox on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
The really bad graphics.
Yeah.
When I didn't even know what 3D actually meant yet.
Yeah, it was just 2D it was 3D in a 2D space.
What else is there?
Cyberpunk 2077's got me pretty excited.
Yeah, but there's nothing. I mean, the trailer that they put out like a year ago, it tells you nothing about the game.
Yeah, but it's made by CD Projekt Red.
Okay. Of the Witcher series.
Yeah. So, if it's anything like The Witcher, it's going to be epic.
Is Cyberpunk 2077 a book?
No, it's a tabletop. It's a tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons. And they actually consulted with the guy who made the original tabletop game about the game.
Well, they did that with The Witcher too, and the guy hated the games.
Yeah, but what does he know about video games? He's like 80 years old.
But they're his stories.
Well, are they basing... Just while we're not on the subject, are they basing the Witcher series on the TV series they're making? Are they basing that on the games or the books?
I don't know, but I would assume the books.
Yeah, you'd want to hope so.
Because, I mean, it seems like too many steps to base something that's based on something. That's like if they based the X-Men movies on the cartoon that's based on the comic books.
Yeah.
You just usually
But
just
it has happened before.
To what?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has. I can't think of anything.
You can't just say things like that and not have any evidence to back it up.
I don't need evidence.
Well, you do.
I got my words. My big boy words.
Alternative facts is what they're called nowadays.
Oh. Thanks, feminists.
No, that's Trump, you think.
Oh, thanks, Trump.
So that's, there's some Nintendo stuff, which is just old 64 and Super
Not interested.
things being released for the Switch.
Death Stranding, though.
These are some predictions.
I'm not sure. I'm really interested in Death Stranding. I think Kojima's gone off the deep end. He's fucking lost his mind.
Well, apparently this year at E3, there's supposed to be some actual gameplay.
We'll see.
Because I mean, at the moment, it looks like a cool movie.
Yeah, but that's what the later Metal Gear Solid games ended up being.
Yeah, I remember that one Reese played. It was basically a movie where you controlled the guy for like 10-minute intervals in between hour-long cutscenes.
Yeah, even Metal Gear Solid 5 is a bit like that. But I mean, the cutscenes weren't as long, and you can just spend your day rummaging around through the hills killing people, so you don't have to do them all the time. You got a lot of side missions and stuff to do.
Ghost of Tsushima, is that how you say it?
Where?
Tsushima?
Where?
I can't pronounce words, you know that.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
I've never heard of that. I'm gonna look it up. Well, yeah.
Spider-Man,
Ghost
Last of Us 2.
Yeah, pretty keen on that. I'd like to see some more some gameplay of that.
Not played the first one.
Haven't you? I reckon,
No.
I reckon you'd like it, hey?
Well, I mean, it's Naughty Dog, and I like Uncharted, so...
Yeah, it's a lot that same sort of, in the vein of that same sort of thing.
Wait, what? Oh, these are predictions. I don't understand why these predictions have God of War, Resident Evil 7, and Days Gone.
When's Resident Evil 7? What do the predictions say, though? I don't know.
Some of which are still awaiting their release. This might have been a bit of an... No, it says it was put on the 29th of May. Okay, Death Stranding.
Okay, so Sony has confirmed that it will talk about Ghost of Tsushima at its E3 2018 press conferences. One of the 4 games the company will be showcasing in depth at this year's show, alongside Death Stranding, Spider-Man, and The Last of Us Part 2.
What is it, though?
There's a teaser trailer. Maybe we should put that up.
You want to watch that?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll have a look.
I wonder if it's anything like the old Tenchu games. They were really fucking good.
What,
Oh,
just because it's got a Japanesey name?
No, it's like Samurai. It's like based in that era. I'm actually watching the trailer right now.
Well, that's a bit rude.
It was an accident. It was already playing.
Oh, accidentally watched something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that happens.
Yeah, my eyes just couldn't look away.
Like when you're a child and your mum walks in, I was accidentally watching porn.
You just stare her down until she walks out of the room.
Penis in hand. Right. Is that the one you want to watch? The announcement trailer?
Nah, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really show much, to be honest.
I guess we'll see.
It looks like it could be a samurai.
1274, that
Okay.
sounds pretty samurai.
Yeah, but whether it's a ninja assassin type game or more like a
Samurai.
free roaming sort of.
Well, ninjas and samurais are two different things.
Yeah, I know.
You are a warrior.
Samurai. That's a samurai.
I
Well,
can see that.
He's got samurai armor on, but he's got a bow.
He's got samurai swords.
He's
And
probably a ronin, I would say. He's a roaming assassin.
that's a samurai.
Roaming
And you
samurai.
have won battles.
They look pretty samurai.
Lesser men have called unwinnable, yes.
That's a samurai.
But while you were sharpening your sword,
I feel like these
do you know how I
trailers should
prepared
have
for today?
like a thing across the bottom saying not gameplay.
Yeah.
I learned. I know your language, your traditions,
It looks interesting anyway.
your beliefs,
I'd like to see some gameplay before I pass any sort of
which
judgment.
villages to tame,
Well, that's the problem. I mean, you look at these trailers and you're like,
which to
okay, I
burn.
understand the world that it's in, but
Yeah.
what the fuck is the game about?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
So I'll ask you,
Yeah, I honestly can't get excited about trailers like this.
do you surrender?
I mean, they look cool.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch. But I mean, for all I know, this could be an RTS.
Yeah. See, stuff's getting burnt off, so it might be Ninja.
Samurai. I'm just gonna keep saying Samurai.
I know, because you're a turd. Oh, we'll see. Looks very assassin-y.
Hang on, I found a... That
Oh,
guy
they're just gonna break it down. Nah, don't worry about that shit. People think that they're hiding a million. I watched one of the for Fallout 76 the other day. Just some guy breaking down everything in the trailer, like over, like every small little thing. It was just ridiculous.
Oh, they do that. I mean...
Why?
I know, it's like we have to be the first person to maybe talk about this thing.
If we point out every single little thing, maybe we're gonna be the one that break this thing wide open. We'll be the famous ones.
And most of the stuff doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, well, that's what this guy was. He was going on about all this. It was just saying things, saying everything that he saw in the thing. A backpack. There's a backpack there. Maybe we get to wear backpacks.
Maybe you get to wear a backpack.
That's literally what he was saying.
Oh, there's a backpack. Oh,
Yeah.
There's some rocks over there. Maybe you get to throw rocks.
Yeah. Jangles the Moon Monkey's back. Jangles the Moon Monkey's back. He's a Jangles the Moon Monkey on the bed, so he must be back.
What the fuck is Jangles the Moon Monkey?
Do you play 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that thing you can find. It's just like a little toy that you can find in houses and junk and shit.
Oh, the wind-up monkey symbol toy.
Nah. Jangles the Moon Monkey's it's like a monkey wearing a spacesuit. It's like a plush.
Oh, yeah. No, I found him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a plush toy.
I didn't know he had a name.
Yeah, so he was literally just listing off everything that he saw in the trailer. It was really dumb. I got about halfway through it and I was like, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They're going to have one of the toys that was in the other games.
Yeah. Maybe we get to wear backpacks this time. Fucking
Backpacks.
backpack.
Now, that's something to be excited about. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Exclusive content for PS4.
I'm pretty,
Erect.
yeah, that. But, I'm just really excited to see what they do with the online. If it's going to be anything like GTA Online, it's just going to be insane.
Well, I mean, it's a bit harder to make the cowboy area with jets and motorcycles.
Well, obviously. But, I mean, I'm hoping they make it a bit more grounded in reality.
Well, they did a pretty good job on the original.
Yeah. I never played the original online, I don't think.
I played it like twice with one other person.
Yeah. You got it long after it came out, though, didn't you?
Well, I mean, yeah, it was a while. But, I mean, there was some cool concepts. I mean, you had to start with a donkey. That was your horse, a donkey. And as you, leveled up and upgraded, you could eventually get better horses and
Oh, right. So
different
it's
outfits.
so you can't just... Oh, I suppose you could. You can just grab stuff. Grab horses and things.
Well, I think, yeah, you could just steal a
Like
horse.
like in GTA and that.
Yeah, but your horse that you whistled for was a donkey.
Yeah, right. A burro.
And, you could make, like your crew in GTA, you had a gang, you could make a gang.
Yeah.
And you could have Mexican standoffs with other gangs.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm pretty keen to see what they do with it, because if it's like GTA Online, I'm not saying it's going to be that off the wall and shit, but just the
Amount of effort.
Yeah, put into it, and the amount of fun we've had playing GTA Online over the years.
Yeah.
Like, even on the PlayStation 3, just the stuff we used to do in it was just ridiculous.
The amount of content is, and it's all, I mean, apart from having to pay to actually buy the things.
Yeah.
It's all been free.
Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, that was the one big thing that annoys me about GTA Online. They jack their prices up so high that you kind of, unless you're doing mission after mission after mission after mission or heist after heist, they jack the prices up so high, so you have to spend money on shark cards and stuff, which kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Because I just don't feel like I have bought a couple here and there, but
Me too.
I just feel like should be made easier rather than having to grind out the same heist 10 times in a row.
Especially after a lot of people have bought the game at least twice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I bought it for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, so
Yeah, same. And then some people went ahead and bought it for PC as well.
yeah.
And, I mean, it was also like the highest selling game ever.
Probably because of that, because it was over 2 generations of console.
Well, I know, I mean, like a week after it came out the first time.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was huge. It was probably one of the most anticipated games in the last 10 years.
I do wonder if they're going to do Red Dead Redemption and online at the same time.
Or whether they'll wait a couple of months like they did with the last one.
Yeah. Well, really, it took a bit longer than that before online actually worked.
Yeah. Yeah. We were sitting up all night trying to get that to work.
Every half an hour, you just go, alright, try again now. So, I think that's about it for what I have.
I think we've been through all the stuff that I had too.
Well, okay.
I haven't really talked much about Battlefield 5. You like the Battlefield games, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen the trailer though. I didn't watch the trailer.
It's a trailer.
Yeah.
Doesn't show much. Just shows stuff that is in the game, you know. Doesn't really show anything of in depth or anything like that. But it could be good because it's World War II. And remember when we used to play what was it? 1942? Battlefield 1942?
Was it 42 or 40? I always thought it was 47. But 47's after the war, isn't it?
Well, the war finished in 1945.
So 47 would be after the war.
Yeah.
It must have been 42. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we used to go to that.
Back in the day, going to internet cafes.
Yeah, smashing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was heaps of fun. They were, that's another thing. Hopefully they'll bring back bots.
Yeah, well, that hasn't been a thing for a while, though.
There's some games have bots still. I think mostly PC ones though. The last Unreal Tournament game had bots in it. I just like the idea of playing, like not having to play.
Connect to someone, yeah.
Like you can just play with your friends rather than having to have a full deck of players, you know. You can just play with a couple of mates and play against a computer.
What also helps when you can't find that many people to play with and you want to fill the actual game up.
Well, these days it's not hard. Battlefield 1 was always full every time I played it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but not always. And also when a game gets near the end of its run.
Yeah. I mean, Battlefield 4 still gets filled up, though. I'm just excited for another World War II one, because I love the World War II era games.
They were always good. The weapons were better, because they weren't too advanced, but advanced enough.
Yeah. Like you don't have some guy with some ridiculously overpowered sniper killing everyone with, you know, one shot sort of thing. I mean, sure there are going to be more powerful snipers and stuff, but they're not going to be ridiculously powerful, like a big 50 cal or something like that. It's also be good to hear the old M1 Garand ting after you run out of a clip. I love that sound.
Yeah. I just like the sound of the same thing, like when you that last bullet. Yeah. But even just the ting. Just the firing.
Yeah. Ting.
Yeah. It's what makes World War II movies good.
Yeah. That's one of the coolest parts about Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. And Band of Brothers.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that fucking show.
Did you ever watch Pacific?
Yeah, it wasn't as good, nowhere near.
Yeah, I only got like about halfway through that series. They
just couldn't get into the characters. I don't think the director was really giving his cast, very good direction.
What do you mean, Gary Sweet?
Is it? Yeah, he was good, but
No, I don't think there was. Well, because in like in the European side of the war, there was a lot more happening, whereas the Japanese side of it was a lot more just bombing and flamethrowering people.
yeah, on small islands and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't, and it didn't go for as long because I think it was. Yeah, because the ones in Band of Brothers, they were American soldiers, but they were going in with the British, right?
In Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Uh,
They were in the war before Pearl Harbor happened.
no, because America didn't join the war until
Officially, but American soldiers still went, didn't they?
no, I don't think so.
Oh.
They were getting ready, but I don't think they actually went until Pearl Harbor got bombed.
Okay.
And then they no, that's Saving Private Ryan, isn't it? Where they parachuted in.
Oh, they're parachuted
No, yeah,
in.
that's right. They did too. Yeah, that's right.
101st Airborne.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan, they don't parachute in. They storm Normandy.
Oh, that's right. I got them all mashed up.
Well, there's a lot of
Too many war.
a lot of
movies.
war,
Too many war movies.
a lot of Tom Hanks and war.
Yeah, Tom Hanks and war go hand in hand.
Maybe Tom Hanks causes wars.
He's the what do you call it? The catalyst for all war.
Well, he just starts a war so that 50 years later he can make a movie about it.
He goes back in time to start wars so he can be in a movie about it. Has he ever got an Oscar for his war movies?
No, he only got an Oscar for being stupid and for having AIDS.
Was that one movie?
No, actually, it's both. He wasn't dumb in Philadelphia, but he had AIDS in Forrest Gump.
Did he?
Have you heard that theory?
He had AIDS.
I'm guessing not. No, the theory goes is that Forrest Gump is an AIDS carrier. He's just immune.
Alright, so he gave it to Jenny.
Yeah. He gave it to Jenny. That's why she died.
I thought she had cancer.
No, she died of AIDS.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but she was a junkie for years.
Yeah, but he had sex with her and he didn't get AIDS.
Yeah, good point.
And the boy wasn't born with AIDS.
What? How does that work, though?
I don't know. But it's just, yeah, that, it's a theory that he was just going around giving people AIDS.
Did you hear about the porn star John Holmes was doing that, apparently?
Giving people AIDS.
Yeah, he was still doing porn and he knew he had AIDS.
Well, did he go to jail?
Well, he died.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Of
after
AIDS.
all that Hollywood land stuff.
Yeah.
Which really is a way more interesting movie than the porn stuff.
What?
The Hollywood land stuff.
What do you mean?
Have you seen the movie Hollywood Land?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's I want to say Val Kilmer playing John Holmes in his like later days. Well, you know, in Boogie Nights at the end when they
I thought fucking Hollywood Land was based back in the 1920s.
Maybe there's. All right. Well, we're gonna have to do some research now. There may be 2 movies called that. Maybe Hollywood Land is the one with Ben Affleck about Superman. It's Hollywood something.
Oh, I've got no idea.
Hollywood
Hollywood Darlings. The Real Husbands of Hollywood. Hollywood.
Land.
Yeah, Hollywood Land's the
The Ben Affleck
Ben
one.
Affleck one.
What the fuck am I thinking about? It's called Hollywood something.
Well, go to Val Kilmer's page.
Phage.
Yeah, go to his page.
Val Kill, no.
and see what it says. See if it's in there.
It's not The Doors. It's not Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
How old is it?
It's old-ish. See, I'm not even sure if it's Val Kilmer that plays John Holmes.
Was it before or after Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
Before. Definitely before. I don't think it was before The Saint or Ghost in the Darkness.
It wouldn't have been before Heat, surely.
Or The Doors. Or Willow. Wonderland. That's what it's called.
Yeah, so you were heaps close.
Well, I said land. Have you seen Wonderland?
No, I have not
Okay.
seen Wonderland.
Well, you know in Boogie Nights where they go to that drug dealer and people get shot?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's a very, very, like, Disney version of what actually happened.
Yeah.
But basically, I think it's like 6 people were in a house and John Holmes was made to go with these bad people that got into the house, and then everyone in the house was beaten to death.
Yeah, shit.
And yeah, he was like a witness for the police. He had to, I think he had to leave California as a like witness. And I think one of the people that got beaten survived.
Fucking hell. I never heard of it.
It's a pretty good movie, and the DVD has the actual police video of them arriving at the crime scene and stuff.
Oh, I reckon I have seen, maybe not that, but I reckon I've seen that police video. I don't know why or where. Probably on a documentary or something.
And there's it was a bit shocking at first because they're walking around and looking at stuff, and then they just pan across and there's like a dead dude laying on the floor and there's fucking blood everywhere.
Yeah. Crazy.
But yeah, so that was. How did we get on that topic?
I've got no fucking idea.
How did we get from video games to fucking Wonderland murders?
I've got no idea. Doesn't matter. We got there.
Like that was the goal.
We got there in the end. That's all that matters.
We aimed for murder and we got murder.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, that's right. It was about AIDS.
Yeah, but how did we get onto AIDS?
Tom Hanks.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He got an Oscar for AIDS.
That's right.
In 2 movies.
No, 1 movie, Sean.
No.
That's a theory.
Forrest had AIDS.
You know what?
He was a carrier.
How did he get AIDS originally? Born with AIDS.
His mum was a whore.
His mum died of AIDS.
Yeah.
Right.
His mum was a whore. I mean,
I know, yeah.
in the movie, she fucks the principal.
Aye.
Yeah.
He does that bit. Yeah, she was a mad whore.
So she got AIDS and fed it to Forrest.
Fed it to you, gave him a spoonful of AIDS.
Just every once in a while to fill up his immunity.
Yeah, right.
And that's
so
why
he's like a superhero.
He can't get AIDS.
Build up his immunity to AIDS by feeding him spoonfuls of AIDS.
AIDS blood. Let's get it right.
Blood with AIDS in it.
You can't just have some AIDS.
Have a bit of AIDS.
Just a little bit of AIDS. Sprinkle some AIDS on your toast.
Yum.
Oh, that's the most horrible thing ever.
Yes, quite.
Right, well, do you want to call that?
Yeah, well, that's almost an hour.
It's almost an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I did read a thing that says that the ideal length for a podcast is about 40 minutes.
Alright, let's call it that then.
So, that's the end of our first attempt at actually talking for an hour. Man, my mouth is dry.
Yeah, I need a beverage.
Alright, well, I'm going to press stop now.
Alright, me too. Fuck you.
You too.